Well, I've been a professional photographer for over 10 years. I've played around with video maybe 3 times. I love everything about video, but like it just felt too overwhelming. Like the editing process, especially, always stopped me. This course is like this incredible little window into your brain.
Knowing what's inside my brain, I feel like if it's a window inside my brain, sounds terrifying, but I'm glad. I mean, it's cool to hear. Secondly, so you said you've done video 3 times. What were the 3 times?
I feel like I did a family reunion. I think I interviewed my sister once because she said a fashion blog. I got a paid gig once. I remember I shot the video. I love the video. Then I had to edit it. And I just kept arguing with this woman over like seconds. And it was really traumatic.
That like breaks my heart a little because I feel like if I had done one of my third video had been for a client, that would have been scarring. I mean, it was already scarring enough when I already had my feet grounded in my video skills. So
but like I didn't go in with like a plan. So I think that's something too that is really valuable with what you offer is the narrative structure, all the documents, planning. Because like I plan so much for my photo shoots, like what time of day, where am I going to be, how have I prepped my clients, what's my plan of attack going to be, how am I going to help my clients and stuff like that. And so it was almost like seeing it from a different perspective. Like I loved all the behind the scenes stuff at the picnic and like seeing everything that you think about and that you worry about and that you plan for. It's really cool.
let's talk about what was challenging about the course because you said staring at a white piece of blank paper can be
Oh,
overwhelming. So
God,
talk
yes.
to me about what was hard.
Well, I feel like the first thing I want to do is the ad. That's something, especially with my business, not necessarily my photography business, but the farm that I live and work on. It's like, it's an essential key that's kind of missing in our marketing materials. We need to get CSA signups for our farm, just sitting there and being like, what is our problem? And I was like, well, there's so many problems, but no, we need to tackle this one and like, what is the hook? How is it going to land with our audience? Try not to overthink it, but still come up with a thoughtful ad and not be too salesy. I think that's something else that we really struggle with.
I feel like an ad video for your business is probably the hardest video you could possibly take on for
Okay.
your first video. That's my first reaction.
Thank you.
Number one, making anything for your own business, there's a lot of, emotional investment in it, right? With a video, you have so little time and so many possibilities. I can imagine why. I've done that with my own business's videos. So I would recommend taking on a project with way less, like the stakes are way lower, getting comfortable with video first, and then going to that one.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the other thing to think about too is people used to always come to us for videos to get a 2 to 5 minute hero video. Nowadays, people want series of content because they need to release all the time and everything. But that also could, if you could think, let me just tell this little vignette of our business. And then the next video, I'll tell this one so you don't feel like everything's wrapped up in this one video and it's make or break, life or death kind of.
So maybe I won't start with the hardest video. That's good.
A lot of people, when they're thinking about buying a course, they're worried about the time commitment. So how did you work through the course? Did you go in order and how many lessons at a time?
The way I learn is I go deep. So I need to like fully immerse and then I come out and then I can go back. So I just lived in your course for a whole day. Like I think I watched 8 hours in one day, but it's very self-paced. It's very enjoyable and they're so full of information and you just make the time go by fast. Like you're never just like blabbing at me and I'm bored. Like I never felt that way. I was just looking back at the index and I was like, holy shit, yeah, she really did talk about like all of those things and the ways in which you make it so easy to get back. One of my favorite visuals was the astronaut little guy that would come down. Like, I love that. I'd be like, oh shit, I got to do video now. Like the class is just fun. Like, I think you think like, oh, I'm going to learn video and I'm going to be bored and stuff like that. But like your videos are so digestible. They're fun. They're inspirational. I mean, you're worth every penny. You put so much work into this and it really does show.